Hi everyone, it's Tammy coming from Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless, and today we're going to talk about God can use you, and He will use you. As you've seen in the passages before, what it's talking about is just that, the things that the world may see as not, being useful or anything like that, God will use those things, and He'll make something beautiful out of those. And with the current state of, the problem basically with mental health, is crazy right about now. And I just wanted to kind of revisit, this topic, just to let you know that even though that you may be going through something, or that, you know, you may feel like you're less of a person, or the world may make you feel like you're lower than low, God can and will still use you. As you've seen on the website, talked about the journey of Pastor Leandra Johnson and Leandria Johnson, sorry about that. But you've seen that she lost her house. She lost her home, and the next day, she went and she applied for, she was on the show Sunday's Best, and she just stepped out on faith. And the next thing now she's a pastor. She has her own church and everything. But you imagine if she wouldn't have stepped out on faith and she would have just stayed home, she would have never got into the heights that she's got to. But you think about it, when you look at the video, and when she came in, to the audition, she didn't look winnish. So, the judges said she didn't look winnish. She, like, they basically wrote her off as soon as she came into the door. But, as soon as she opened up her mouth, now, they had to basically eat their words. And that's what the same thing that God will do for you. Everybody, or even yourself, may feel as though, oh, I'll never make it, or, it just seems like it's forever. But, in the nick of time, God will change everything around. I heard deepest despair. If most people, if they lost their house, trust me, they're not going to an audition. But at the end of the day, it's like, what do you have to lose at that point? But you shouldn't get to that point where, where you just feel like you're broken and all that other stuff in order for you to change. Right now, as you're watching this video, I know there's something inside of you and like, dude, I have to do something. There's something that I have to do. There's something that I need to do in my life. So if that's you, don't wait until the last minute. Right now, once you get, hey, if you have to, honey, turn off the video and do what you have to do. I'll be here, just replay it. But at the end of the day, do what you have to do. Don't let your moment, your talent, or anything just pass you by. Do not let the opportunity pass you by. God can and will, and He will use you. And, sometimes in life we just get to a place where we just feel like we'll never make it and we'll never get anywhere. And I know, I've been, I've been depressed. I've been everywhere. And at the end of the day, it's like, I went to school and I had a degree, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this degree? I didn't even want to leave school because you just feel like, what am I going to do? But at the end of the day, like I said, God will just, a light bulb will come off, or, opportunity will come. Don't be so afraid to not take that opportunity. Take the opportunity, while they're present. And you'll have to see that, the stress of the strain of life that you're going through, it will prepare you to get to the next level. All the stress and everything that I went through in my life, that prepared me to come in front of you guys and be like, it's going to be okay. I'm not perfect, not by a long shot. And, I'm honest. So, I tried drinking, I tried smoking, I tried all that. It's not for me. And the reason how you kind of know that God has something for you, or that He's trying to prepare you for something, like I would try, to be, I was kind of sheltered, after my parents' divorce, I was in New York with my grandmother and my mom. And, my grandma, she got rest her soul. She was really into church. And my mom, grew up in church. So it was kind of one of those things. And I was more, I was sheltered. So, after I, graduated and I moved out on my own, started hanging out with people and like, I want to do what they do. I'd never been around this environment before. And so I tried drinking and I tried smoking and I realized it wasn't for me. And you know how I kind of really realized it? Because the people who were drinking and smoking was like, Tammy, you don't look right drinking and smoking. So, and then I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't in me. And I tried to be bad. I just couldn't. And with saying that, that's how you kind of know that God is just protecting you and, preparing you for this. Like, he doesn't want you to basically be in a state where, you can't really help someone else, or, he has a bigger purpose for your life. And he protected me from, from things that could have happened badly, or things that could have ended, very badly. So, that's how you kind of know, God will use you. And now, like I said, and like I've always said, I'm shy. Barely talk half the time, but at the end of the day, I can get in front of the camera now and I can say everything to you guys. So, and another way, like I said, I know that he prepared me is I was younger. And I know I probably told the story before, but I was younger and my parents, I wouldn't do like certain, like very bad things, but, I would do things and, they would try to punish me. So they would punish me by sending me to my room. It didn't work. I was like, basically what I'm doing in front of you, I would have my own TV shows in my room, okay? So basically, I was in there talking to myself and everything. So it just came to a point that they just had to, bring me out of my room. And basically I had to be in the living room with the family watching TV. That was my punishment. So, I mean, but, it's full circle now. But that's what I'm saying. Like, God can use you to help other people. And you never know. So if you have a talent, you have a gift, use it. Don't be afraid to just use it. And even if, just sit back and just ask God, like, what do you want me to do? I was in the store and I see my old English teacher, Mr. Curtis. And we're in the store, we're just talking about life and, people passed away, just everything. And, he was like, because I was telling him, I'm like, I'm just so confused. I just don't know what to do with my life. I got my degree, but it just don't seem like, it was just one of those situations. And he was like, why don't you pray and just ask God, what does he need you to do? He said, he made one Tammy Simmons. So ask him, what does he need that Tammy Simmons to do? And with that being said, I did actually pray. And then, like I said, I already had Confidently Beautiful, which is basically extension of Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless. But as you know, somebody took the name, all that good stuff. So, but the desire became more and more to do Worthy, Worth It, and Priceless, Confidently Beautiful at the time, more than do all the other activities that I had. And that's how you kind of know. It's just that, it's that thing in your heart that you just can't stop thinking about. You just can't stop doing. And it doesn't really take much effort, even if it's writing, if it's singing or anything. And your heart gets so happy by doing it. That's how you know that is what you were meant to do. And that's what you're meant to, to be, basically. And like I said, just continue to pray about that. And, it will come and God will show you exactly, what you're supposed to do. And he will direct your path. So before I actually end this video, I wanted to say a couple of thank yous. I wanted to thank everyone that actually goes on the website. Thank you for watching the videos. Thank you very much. It's still a little so weird, my family were, I watched your videos, like, oh my goodness, like, and so, and my dad, Stanley, he shows them off to everybody, him and my mom. But I'll get to my parents thing in a second. But I wanted to, just thank all the hairstylists and everybody that, allow me to feature them on the website. They actually keep the website going as well. And, a lot of them, they never met me from Adam. Most of them never met me from Adam. But they allow me to showcase their work. And so for that, I just want to say thank you very much, because, complete strangers, like, yeah, it's okay. And it makes you feel good. Hey, and now back to the parents situation. I just want to say, thank you to my parents, Stanley and Geneva, and my brothers, Dante and Stanley Jr. And, my family has really been, great supporters of me. And, like, even my parents, like, sometimes I don't feel like doing the videos sometimes. Not like I don't really feel like doing them, but, you're tired from work or something like that. And, like, my parents, like, just keep pushing or anything. And, sometimes the encourager needs encouraging. And that's basically what it is sometimes. Sometimes, like, I don't think anybody's watching and it doesn't seem like anything is happening. But, they told me to keep pushing. And so I just want to say very, thank you to my parents. Spirit fingers, yes. But I just wanted to say thank you to my parents and everybody that's watching and all that good stuff. And there's more to come. But I have to get ready for church, so I will see you next time, and continue to live a worthy, worth it, and priceless life. Bye.